Hey everybody, Rachel here. So I'm back talking about another of our sort of Ayurvedic and yogic habits as they relate to really aligning yourself with optimum health, greatest clarity, abundance, and so much. So the habit of today is taking care of your sense organs. So our sense organs include our mouth, our nose, our eyes, our ears, and our skin. And why is it so important for us to really take care of our sense organs? It's because all of those organs are the portal and the pathway from our outer world to our inner world, and our inner world to the outer world. So all the messages that we receive travel through in some way those sense organs. So if they're clogged up, if they're dirty, if they're not clear, if they're muggy, if they're grimy, if they're not looked after, if they're not well cared for and tended to, then it impacts the messages that are sent through those channels, our ears, our eyes, our mouth, our nose, and our skin. So it really goes to make total sense that we would really want to make sure that we're looking after all of our sense organs. So just as an example, some of the things that you could do. So your skin, right? We receive so many messages from touch from our skin, but if we're not looking after our skin, if it's not sensitive, if it's too sensitive, or if it's not sensitive enough, the messages that we receive will alter. So some of the things that you might want to experiment with is, for example, dry body brushing. So you can buy a body brush. You can even just do it with your nails, just really gently. You can just rub and scratch. You can scratch your skin as long as your nails aren't too long. And you can even just rub your skin. So just really kind of briskly and vigorously give your skin a rub down. You can oil massage yourself. So depending on where you are in the world, what kind of skin type you have, daily oil massaging can be really beneficial. So I live here in Bali, which is fairly equatorial. It's a pretty hot climate. So I use coconut oil, which is really cooling and soothing. But also oiling your body is a really grounding, nourishing, nurturing exercise to do. If you have any body image issues, body massaging every day will really help you along the way to gaining more confidence in your body, but also build up that relationship with your body again. So in terms of your mouth, we can do tongue scraping. Okay, if you're not sure what that is, you can buy these little tongue scrapers. They're these little sort of metallic instruments you scrape your tongue with. You can even just use a spoon or your toothbrush. Okay, and that helps to clear all the gunk off your tongue, particularly first thing in the morning, that accumulates during the nighttime, so that we can sensitize our taste buds. Okay, we can oil pull, so you can get different oils. Again, I use coconut oil and swill it around your mouth for 5 to 15 minutes. And again, this helps to clear the passageway of your mouth. You can neti pot, so having it's like this little mini teapot that you fill with warm saline water and clear out your nostrils, put some oil inside your nostrils. You can dip oil into your ears, and you can even dip castor oil into the corners of your eyes. So there's so many ways that we can look after our sense organs, but really, as I said at the beginning, the biggest thing for me is really recognizing and accepting and honoring that our sense organs are our pathways from outer world to inner world. They're the ways that the messages get sent through. So if they're clogged, if you're not looking after them, if they're cloudy, if they're fuzzy, if they're furry, if they're anything, the messages will not get sent with clarity. Okay? Through our skin, through our eyes. If your eyes aren't really good, what you're seeing is not clear. And that's not literal, but it's energetic as well. You know, in Chinese medicine, the wood element, which relates to the liver and the gallbladder, also, so each element connects to a sense organ. And in Chinese medicine, wood, which is the liver and the gallbladder, connects to our eyes. Okay, but it also is not just about our physical vision, but it's about our inner vision, our compass, how we view things, how we see things, how we visualize and view, and move through life with that vision. So if it goes to figure that if your eyes aren't that good, the chances are that your vision is not going to be as clear. Your inner vision, your inner compass. It's the same with our ears. If we have problems with our ears, oftentimes that can be indicative that you're not able to hear. You're not able to really hear like the messages that are being sent to you. So we can look at this with such a deeper meaning, with so much more depth, when we really start to kind of hone and tune in. Okay, so one of the programs that I run, which is a year-long program based all around the habits of Ayurveda and yoga, really stabilizing and bringing really healthy habit and routine into our lives in order that we can really ground and show up as the best versions of ourselves. And we kind of joke on our calls that the one habit that just everybody seems to stick to is tongue scraping. Like, we can all manage a tongue scrape in the morning, and once you start doing it, you realize like how gross it is that you were never doing it before. So even if you start with that, even if you don't have a tongue scraper, go and grab yourself like a teaspoon or a tablespoon, and just a few times stick your tongue out and just scrape from back to front a few times every single morning, just to clear all that gunk up that accumulates in your mouth after you've been sleeping. Anyway, that's how we look after our sense organs, and that's why we should be looking after our sense organs. All right, if you have enjoyed this, if you have any questions, if you're watching this on the replay, then please let me know. These aren't from Lulu Bird, actually, Sundream, but they probably kind of look like they could be, don't they? Anyway, have a beautiful, beautiful day.